What's up, people? We are back. Excuse the noise and the lighting right now. We're doing deep cleaning at the studio, so that's what's happening. So if you hear a lot of noise, now you know why. You needed the studio needed some love this week, and that's what we're doing. But anyways. We're back. Today is gonna be a long day. I gotta review what the people that I assigned a project, how they did. We'll see how can we make it better, and just kind of doing minor tweaks here and there. This was a live performance that was recorded at Tohopekaliga High School from Hozanna Ballet Academy, the Recital. Slowly, we've been trying to improve the experience. Parents were super glad of the last show. They loved the place. They loved how everything went. And I think we did a great job. So I'm very proud of the students and the staff. Alright, let's review the footage. Let's see. Let's check. Alright, so I guess my idea will be grabbing all the files, because like the way they came out as, I wasn't too happy, so I have to do a little tweaking. From what I see, we might have to, let me see what we got here. Let's see. So we got that one with that one. What's this?
We're excited to continue the show. Just a quick reminder to help us keep the theater.
Okay, so we got three files for Act 1 and then 2 files for Act 2. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna collect everything from Act 1. New folder, Act 1. And I'm gonna put everything in there, which is the audio files. Actually, let me start sharing my screen so we can work on that together, so you can see, kind of follow what I'm doing. So I have this here, right? The system that I use is called the Sling Studio. I have the option to do live streaming and internal recording. For this specific event, I did internal recording. So it gives you the option to record what, for example, the people that were punching the scenes. So all that.
Remember.
So whatever was punched, it gets recorded under the program recordings. Quad view, if you choose to do quad view, you could see all cameras at once. You could do video highlights, because you have an option to do highlights if it's like sports or anything like that. But I set it up for input, which is everything that came in, all the feeds, and program. So this is what I mean. The goal is hopefully for program to be done flawlessly, and then I get to just post that. In this case, I do have to tweak it a little bit, and we're gonna kind of do Act 1, Act 2. It's gonna be a long day, guys, so get ready. So I was going to Act 2. This first 3, Act 1, Act 2, can be, Act 1, Act 2, same here, Act 1, Act 2, HDMI input, Act 1, Act 2, and this is my backup audio from my mixcast.
Individuals who carry themselves with integrity, discipline, and heart. And for families looking for a creative and safe after-school space, we offer an after-school program designed to support both artistic growth and academic
I have to turn this into...
It's the perfect introduction to dance for young students, and a place where they can be encouraged and cared for.
Into an actual
Finally, from the
mono file, I guess. I guess I was just getting the left feet. Yeah. Alright, so God, this is gonna be tough because this is not linked. Anyways, if I need it, is there. I'm just gonna go here, get everything from Act 1, drop it here, and we're gonna see if we could do a multi-camera source. This is gonna be called Act 1 2025 audio track. Sure. Sequence settings. Automatic. Alright, let's see what we get. Hopefully not an error. Hopefully not an error. By the way, just a reminder, we're doing deep cleaning at the studio. So right now we are working on, or I guess we have somebody working on the cleaning of the studio. Who do we have here? Moises Sosa. Hi, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing okay. Oh God, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. Some music, I guess. Oh my God. It's gonna be a long day. Anyways, what should I? This is gonna take forever. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go buy a Celsius and come back. I'll be right back because that's gonna take a while. I'm gonna leave you guys with some music and I'll be right back. Alright people, I'm back. So the screen said that it was a failure. So what I'm gonna do, since this system does everything manual, like it syncs things already, it should be okay for me to just drop the things in here. And what do we got here? So what I'm gonna do, process clips. Yeah, HTML. And put everything all together. Yeah, and this here. That. So I guess we're gonna create this one more time. I'm just gonna in points, and that's it. There we go. Let's take a look at what we got. No, I don't want that. Close. Jesus Christ.
Safe after-school space. We offer an after-school program designed to support both artistic growth and academic.
Okay, I know what happened. So let's undo all this. Okay. Alright, start from the beginning. Yes, delete everything. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Where's my selection? Okay, Act 1. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do pieces. I guess that's the best way to go at it. How long
Safe after school.
This is an hour. Okay, so that is an hour. That's so weird. Okay. So I might get that. 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 Oh, that. that. What else have we got here? I'm gonna do 0. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. And let's do that. And let's. Yeah, that's it. Sequence, preset, automatic. See if that works. Maybe that would make more sense to the machine. Hopefully that doesn't take 20 minutes. And I'm using a fairly good computer. Alright. Wow, why am I so tired? beat. Come on. Welcome to Look How This Guy Slowly Dies. If this doesn't work, I have to create a manual multi-camera sequence. Put everything manually, and that will suck. I wonder if this is taking forever because of the live stream. Because if that's the case, I'll have to cut the stream off and then work on that. And blah. Okay, it's thinking. 6, 7, and 9. That's all you're missing. 6, 7, and 9. 6, 7, and 9. I put this as easy for you, buddy. Okay, you're doing number 9. Okay, fantastic. I don't want to see an error. I'm telling you ahead of time. I don't want to see an error. I want you to say successful, completed. You did a great job. Alright. Okay, let's take a look at what happened.
Safe after-school space. We offer an after-school program designed to support both artistic growth and academic responsibility.
Okay. How about we open this in open or view? Where's it go? Modify? No. Open in timeline? There you are. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm just gonna... So we're missing this one. Let's take a look. What is... that's the main camera. Those two are the main cameras. So what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna drop this over here and link it somehow.
Safe after-school space.
Okay, so I think we could link it in a way where, like, for example...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the return of the Golden...
That's definitely not it.
Age Recital 2025. At this moment, we ask you to please rise for the national anthem.
Buenas tardes.
I guess.
Buenas tardes para todos.
Oh yeah, we had issues with the microphone. By the way, the person that was supposed to take over the consola couldn't make it because they ended up, or I think the wife ended up in the hospital. And guess who set up audio? I'm trying to figure things out, and then yeah. So when I wasn't on the consola,
Es un placer estar de nuevo con ustedes y nos alistamos para
And that's me down there.
honrar el himno
Is that me?
nacional
Yep.
de este hermoso país.
Grabbing. Yeah, I told him, hey, come to the light. Okay, I think that's a good cue.
Estar de nuevo con ustedes y nos alistamos para honrar el himno nacional de este hermoso país. La luz.
Is that... Okay, I gotta find a way to... Is that what's happening at that moment?
2025. At this moment, we ask you to please rise for the national anthem.
Buenas tardes.
I think that's what's happening, right?
Buenas tardes.
Okay, what about this one? Is this like continuation? Okay, we got something. Who was that? Wow. Alright, hold on. Let me go to YouTube. Let me check that. Who that was. Or what notification was that. Probably somebody hating on this. Okay. Okay, right there. Like that. Wait. Go back. Jenny Fernandez is now following. Jenny Fernandez. Sounds like either Twitch or Kick. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for, you know, giving it a follow, and I hope we could survive together. Anyways, I want to know. Jesus. Okay, let me lower this. I want to know. If this matches or there's a gap. So if I do this, are we off? We are off. By what? Let's see. By a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Okay. I wonder why that is. Okay. Yeah, it's just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. How can I link it in a way? What's the most? Okay. Okay, so I guess that main audio. This is where I dropped the other one. drop that line here. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look if that actually matches. Ole. Nice. So they requested for the thing to cut out a song. So let's see.
All right, lovely families, check.
I guess that's the whole Act 1. So we need video for that. Oh, this is the ending. Yeah, that's the ending. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let's say that's the ending, right? I need to match that. Okay, let's start there. I think we can match things backwards. Okay. So that girl in the front is looking to the side. So I'm gonna move this one frame. Okay, so this should match. No, they still have the hand out and they have the hand in. Alright, let's look for the hand in. Where is the hand in? There's the hand in. Jeez. Okay, so we gotta move it up to here. So that's the hand in. Maybe a little bit less. Just almost out. Right there, maybe. Yeah, I think we're either duper close or... So how off was that? Just this off, okay. Good. Okay. So we're gonna go all the way here.
Safe after-school space. We offer an after-school program.
Oh my god. Okay. Don't panic. Alright. 1 second. And we got that on video, right? Good. Alright, let me save this. Alright, being clumsy. Didn't I say, look at how this guy slowly dies? I guess I was right. Somehow. Ay, my consolito. Okay. Okay, 1 second. This guy's yeah. Wait 1 second. Can't leave. Don't panic. Don't panic. Right? Let's panic. Let's panic. We're trying to clean up and I'm making a mess. Alright, good. Are we good? Hold on, guys. Let me go here. Do I have a secondary? Just to bite down. Okay, 1 second. Go here before I ruin the edits. Oh, Lord jeez. Okay. Alright, 1 sec. Let's try this. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. We good. We're gonna die. Just yet. We're good. Alright. Jeez. So, I always put my drink on this side. That's the reason why. I don't know why I had it this way. Today. Alright. We are good. Are we? We're good. We are good. I have Instagram, and you can find it under Jump Raw, which is this. Alright, now that y'all saw me fail, let's go back to work. And you entertain. I'm freaking out. God, okay, I'm back. Okay. So Jennifer, are you a bot or what are you? Just follow Instagram. If you have information, send me on Instagram. I don't follow people on Discord. Except for the photo group that I'm already part of. So okay, I think we're good. Okay. Okay, I think we're synced. Whoa. Did something move? Oh yeah, something did move. What the heck?
Ballet en el 2015.
Okay. Wait. Something did move, didn't it? Okay, so this two cam should be linked together, right? Why isn't it snapping? One second, guys. Let me take this call.
weddings?
No, Let's Jump Media.
Oh, Let's Jump Media.
Let's Jump Media.
Okay, got it.
Media, and that's it. No com, nothing else. Media.
Okay, .media.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it, Javier. Okay, so I'm gonna send you the email. I'm gonna send you the invoice for a total $299 for 6 months. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Today you're gonna, or in 2 days or 3 days, you said when to do it. Then it's gonna be $100 to start. Okay. And remember, it's gonna be a 15.
By the way, I'm recording this just to make sure to have a proof.
Every 20 minutes, 3 times per hour. And the ads are displayed for 15 seconds. The ads are going to be a 16 by 9, okay?
Okay. So 16 by 9. When you say 16 by 9, is that's the ratio or that's the actual size of the TV?
That's going to be the ad.
Okay,
16
so
by 9.
Okay, that's the ratio. Okay.
Yeah. And so you're going to receive proof within 48 to 72 hours, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to let's confirm we're going to put you at Anytime Fitness, okay? For a ratio of 6 months and for a total cost of $299.
Sure.
And we're doing that with your permission.
Yeah, question. Is this for a specific location or that's throughout Florida?
Yes, this is going to be 3380 Canoe Creek Road. Do you want to write this down?
Okay.
This is where it's going to be stationed.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be Anytime Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
3380 Canoe Creek Road. Street Cloud.
Okay, that's the one in St. Cloud?
Yes. Florida.
Okay.
34772 is the zip code, okay?
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then my name is Carrie. My phone number is 602-428-0788. And, so anytime, if you just want to call real quick and you want to pay over the phone, that's fine too. But
let me, what's your name again and your number?
Carrie, Kary.
Carrie. And the number one more time?
602-428-0788.
And this is Anytime Fitness. All right. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, so I'm going to send the invoice. Send it in as soon as you can, okay, hon?
Sure thing.
So we can get this started, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Javier, you have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing your ad on the screen.
All right, thank you much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, we got story time. Story time. So, I just received a call from Anytime Fitness, quote unquote. I initially thought that it was a scam because I was dealing with whatever was happening here too. And then I was like, who is this? What do you need? I was so like that. It's a random number. And it sounded like a bot. So I was like, okay. I calmed down. I'm sorry. I've been receiving a lot of scam calls throughout the day. So I just, plus I'm busy. Then she was like, no worries. I understand. We have a promotional. And I guess this person is the manager or I guess the person who reach out to companies to promote businesses in that gym. I am interested. But once again, the first price they say, hey, we could do it for $500, 6 months, yada yada yada. I'm like, let me think about it. just send me an email, and then she was like, you know what, just for you, I'm gonna do $2.99 or $2.50 for 6 months. Instead of 15 seconds, it's gonna be a 30-second ad. It's gonna show. It's gonna be shown every, I guess, 20 minutes, or 3 times in an hour or something like that. 3 times in an hour. I guess once an hour, because 3 times will be every 20 minutes. Well, I don't know. But it is 15 seconds, so I guess you could squeeze it in there. So 3 times in an hour, and specific amount of people are gonna see it. And she reached to me through my Jump Weddings, I guess, contact. So I was like, okay, cool. But remember, I would like to promote not only the weddings, but I want to do I do all types of photography. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's work on that. And I told her I'm just really, really, really busy. I'm really, really busy today and tomorrow. So I'm not gonna be able to reply to any emails until Saturday, hopefully. She was like, okay, cool, just take a look at it, reply whenever, and it's gonna be an invoice. So I guess she's just trying to push this as soon as possible, and you know, they want people to pay as soon as possible. So you know what, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna try to bring that price down and be like, hey, can we do $1.99 for the 6 months, 30 seconds? Because it sounds like they're doing a lot of deals, and there's gonna be a lot of people asking for that. And hey, I'm half Latino and half Asian in spirit, so I don't pay full price. So, yeah. Anyways, we'll see. I mean, I think that could be a video. Hey guys, I'm gonna test this ad. I was called yada yada yada. We're gonna give it a go for the next 6 months and see how it performs. If I actually get clientele, then I'll start doing that for some companies around, which I'm already working on with some kid facilities, because I want to do family portraits, kids portraits, graduations, and all that. But also pet photography and car photography. That's my goal for this year. That's where I want to push my, because I already do enough weddings, I guess, you know, and it's already, it's slowing down. So I got to find a way to either connect with other third parties so I could do more weddings, or once again, I'm starting this new endeavor in any other type of photography. So anyways, that's it. I just wanted to share that. Let's get back to work. So Lord Jesus. I never had this issue in my life. It's one of those days, huh? Come on.
Mientras se fomenta un ambiente de estudio, disciplina y desarrollo personal.
Why does it sound like that?
Y por último, pero no menos importante, desde el fondo de nuestro corazón, queremos agradecer a nuestros estudiantes, a nuestro equipo, a los padres y madres y a todos los voluntarios.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the return of the Golden Age, Recital 2025. At this moment, we ask you to please rise for the national anthem.
Okay, this is a great camera to link everything else.
National anthem.
Okay.
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes.
That's crazy. Okay. I guess we already linked. So, see, this is, oh my god. that's why okay, so I gotta be that honest, and I'm gonna share. Depending on budget, I get to hire amazing professionals, right? That's number one. Sometimes because the budget is just a specific amount, I gotta go with people that are learning, right? In this case, I had a two learners and one good person. So that good person assumed that the other two were good enough or professionals. So there was little things like this. This is overexposed, and we gotta make sure we gotta find a way to make it look nice. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, but once again, it's a project where I'm helping them too. It's like, okay, I understand that you, but next year the budget is gonna change drastically because I want this to be perfect. You know, I don't want to spend my time doing this, because once again, we're technically I'm charging just for the day of recording, but there's been weeks before of work, weeks after of work. I mean, I love them. But once again, this is the year where I got to make decisions that makes financial sense, you know, for me as a business. Otherwise, I'm just doing, you know, donation work, and that has to change. Anyways, I got those two videos already, so that's been worked on. Okay, and okay. So all this is going to go to process clips. Good. Okay. Alright. So. Okay, so that was the ending. And this is.
Alright, lovely families. Check, 1, 2.
That's me talking, which I'm gonna cut for sure. Alright, I think I got what I wanted here. Is there something else that I'm missing? We got cam A. We got cam 62. Cam B. Cam 62 twice, yes. Alright, I'm gonna put this here because, you know, I just wanna make sure everything is. I got HDMI, perfect. Cam B, and this is gonna come down here, and this is gonna come down here. There we go. Alright, cool. Did it move? Don't tell me it moved. Alright, hold on. Got me. Why is this so... Okay. 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 It's gonna go down here. Did this move? No. Okay, perfect. No, it didn't. Okay. 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 Alright, I'm doing this because I don't want to deal with that video 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. I don't want to deal with that. Which, by the way, I'm gonna remove. Okay, so it's easier to control 4 video. Well, let me leave 5 just in case I gotta add something else. So technically I have 4 cameras. All 4 cameras are accounted for. All right. So I do want to add the audio from this here, which is can be, because Alright, sorry guys. Once again, like I mentioned before, we're doing deep cleaning in the studio, so I gotta kind of tell them how to handle things. And big shout out to my mama. She does cleaning for offices and houses. So if you need somebody to clean, like deep clean, she's very like me, very detail oriented, and she will clean. That's why Ozzy tells me, hey man, tell mama to visit my house, and we cleaned his house. My mom cleaned the studio. She's just cleaning the studio today. Big shout out to mama. Alright. So.
Safe after school space. We offer
I'm gonna save this.
an after school program designed to support both art.
Alright. So I think we're pretty good with audio stuff. Yeah. What's this? Cam on. Okay. What's this one then? Okay. What's this one then? Okay. Okay, never mind. I'm nuts. I'm crazy. Okay. So I wanna find a good balance with the audio 2, which is one of the cameras, or maybe audio 4.
Artistic growth and academic responsibility.
No, audio 4.
It's the perfect introduction to dance for young students, and a place where they can feel encouraged and cared for. Finally, from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank our students.
So what I'm gonna do,
our staff,
is
our amazing parents, and our dedicated volunteers.
That's me talking. I'm definitely not gonna use
Your
that.
love, energy, and support made
So which camera can I use?
this season possible, and we are so grateful for each and every one of you. We'll see everyone back for a brand new season on August 11th, el día que inicia el campamento. Será
Because I want the reaction, the crowd stuff. So that's something that I would like to add. Okay, so that's not bad, but let me see how this one sounds.
Take a seat.
Yeah, I wish the audio guy was there. We needed that guy, but you know, things happen. What else we got happening right now? Okay. Okay. So that's that one. What about this one, which is the one I wanted to use? Let's see how that one sounds. This is why every time you do a live event, you have to have ambient microphones. And this was something that we requested, but once again we had a little hiccup with the audio person not being able to attend. We try our best, and we know for a fact that next year is going to be even better, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, can't wait. Something burning.
Se pueden sentar.
You may take a seat.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is raise this up just a tiny bit more. Right there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna process that audio. Window. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Import, export. Okay. Audio. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna Alright, let's see how that sounds.
Ok. Bueno, se pueden sentar.
You may take a seat.
Querida familia de Hozanna Ballet, qué alegría nos da compartir una vez más este momento tan especial con ustedes. Damos gracias a Dios, quien ha sido
Yeah, they have issues with that microphone.
nuestro guía y fuerza en cada paso, en cada ensayo y en cada recital.
Dear Hozanna Ballet family, what a joy it is to share this very special moment with all of you. We give thanks to God, who has been our guide and a strength in every rehearsal, every challenge, and every recital. Answer, they are.
Alright, so we got that part covered. Let's see how the music sounds. Alright, my mom is calling. So ¿están buenas? Yeah. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Let's see. I think we're good here. The other thing we gotta edit is color. Especially for, alright, let's start from the top. From this one, which is super overexposed. Should we do curves? Let's do basic for now. Let's bring the exposure down a little bit. We're gonna bring the contrast up just a tiny bit. And highlights. Yeah, those highlights are just, oof, that's rough. Let me take a look at that. We're gonna sharpen this just a little bit. And see the curves. The other thing that I was wondering if we should have color correction, but I think we're good there. Alright, I'm gonna have that. There we go. So I'm gonna copy that. Copy. And then, geez, did that move? See, paste. Yeah. Let's see. Should I bring this down too? Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Alright, I'm good with that. Jesus, okay. I had set it up in a way that it was centered. Once again, that's why I got to be on top of things. Once again, that's why we need everybody in there, so I don't have to spend 2 hours trying to figure out the sound. But it's okay. We learn from this, right? Alright, that is somewhat better. Holy cow. Exposure's not gonna fix that. And I'm definitely gonna adjust the temperature here because it's like yellow as heck. That doesn't help either. Okay. Oh la la. Why is that so green though? Was that the lighting that we had over there? Alright. Jeez. Yeah, no. That's just almost impossible to recruit. I feel like editing a VHS video like this. Once again, that's why I gotta be on top of things. Alright, it's okay. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Paste. Also, I'm dealing with files that are 1080 and God, bueno, no pasa nada. Next round. Okay, what do we got here? Alright, let's take a look at the dancing portion because that one, the lighting changed so much. Okay, this is actually not too bad. Alright. Let me copy these attributes right here. Let me paste those attributes right here. Alright. So that one is like overexposed. that's the best we could do, right? Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay, not too bad. Okay, I'm happy with that. Next. Okay, that got fixed. Okay, this is actually the closer, like this should be the exposure, and this is the one that I went to, and I'm like, that looks a little bit hot. Let's fix that. So I know I had control on this one, but once again, next time I'm gonna have full control. This is not happening again. Not on my watch. Good. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, this is the actual proper exposure. This is what we need to have every single time. In this case, you don't need as much contrast, and you don't need to bring the highlights down too much. You could actually pull the shadows a little bit. Proper exposure, that's what I'm talking about. This is what should be every single time. Alright, let's go to editing. Okay, let me fit. Okay, good. Alright, that's fine. It is what it is. Okay. Go here. I do a multicam thing, and this is about, it's about an hour. All right, guys. Okay? So we had a Twitch chat. Every time that somebody said, "My phones are broken," no, I'm not gonna respond to your chat. Same with Jenny Fernandez. Because there are people that, hey, I could help you out, grow. We gotta make you famous. Let's see. The grind is real. It is real, man. Filmmaker. Okay. Requests. Okay. Cool. You're gonna see this interaction. You get a random person on Cake saying, hey, let me show you some of my work. I can help you out. Half of the time is either a scam. Half of the time is somebody that is looking for clients, which, hey, I respect the hustle. But, yeah, so. Alright, guys. I'm going to bring this down here. And we're going to do this. You're gonna do that right now, huh? Alright. Offline now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put save as. I'll put it on desktop. Save. Allow.